Very good morning, student. Today, let me start the physics class. The topic name is interference. Topic name is interference. Very, very important. 2-mark question. Definition of interference. The phenomenon of superposition of two light waves, which produces increases in intensity at some points and decreases in intensity at some other points, is called interference of light. Once again repeat. The phenomenon of superposition of two light waves, which produces increases in intensity at some points and decrease in intensity at some other points, is called interference of light. With this diagram, we can easily understand the interference of light. There are two waves produced in a different distance, meeting at a point P. Let us consider the light waves from the two sources S1 and S2 meeting at a point P, as shown in this figure. So displacement y1 is equal to, already we know this formula from the 11th standard, y is equal to a sin omega t. According to this formula, displacement formula, y1 is equal to a1 sin omega t. The waveform S2 at an instant t at p is y2 is equal to a2 sin omega t plus phi, because the two waves starting from different place. So the phase difference between the two waves means sin omega t plus phi. That is why y2 is equal to a2 sin omega t plus phi. Then the two waves have different amplitude, a1 and a2. A1, a2, it is represent amplitude of two waves. Same angular frequency omega and a phase difference of phi between them. The resultant displacement will be given by y is equal to, resultant means total amount of displacement of two waves, y is equal to y1 plus y2. So sum of the two equation, a1 sin omega t plus a1 sin omega t plus phi. Here a1 sin omega t, a2 sin omega t plus phi. Here this is a very small mistake in your textbook. It is not a1, this is a2. a1 sin omega t plus a2 sin omega t plus phi. The simplification of the above equation by using trigonometric identities as done in y is equal to a sin omega t plus theta. So general formula is y is equal to a sin omega t plus theta, where a is represent root of, that is the total amplitude, the total resultant amplitude. A is equal to root of a1 square plus a2 square plus 2a1 a2 cos phi. So this is the equation already we studied in 11th standard wave motion topic. So according to that equation, we proceed this amplitude formula. A is equal to root of a1 square plus a2 square plus 2a1 a2 cos phi. So already we know this step also from the 11th standard wave motion formula. Theta is equal to tan inverse of a2 sin phi divided by a1 plus a2 cos phi. The resultant amplitude is maximum. That means a maximum is equal to root of a1 plus a2 the whole square, when phi is equal to, maybe start from the phase difference 0 or plus or minus 2 pi or plus or minus 4 pi. The resultant amplitude is minimum, means the condition is amplitude minimum is equal to root of a1 minus a2 the whole square, when phi is equal to Here this condition, amplitude is minimum, means the wave start from plus or minus pi or plus or minus 3 pi or plus or minus 5 pi. So the intensity, this formula is very very important formula. The intensity of light is proportional to square of amplitude. I is directly proportional to a square. That means the intensity is directly proportional to the square of amplitude. This is very very important formula, children. Please note it down. Now squaring equation 7.10. Here this is the equation. Squaring the equation 7.10, we get on both the side I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus 2 root of I1 I2 cos phi. So in equation 7.15, if the phase difference phi is equal to 0 plus or minus 2 pi plus or minus 4 pi, it corresponds to the condition for maximum intensity of the light called constructive interference. The resultant maximum intensity is I maximum is directly proportional to a square is nothing but a1 plus a to the whole square. I maximum is equal to I1 plus I2 plus 2 root of I1 into I2. In equation 7.1, if the phase difference phi is equal to plus or minus phi, plus or minus 3 phi, plus or minus 5 pi, is corresponds to the condition for minimum intensity of light called destructive interference. So the resultant minimum intensity is I minimum is directly proportional to a1 minus a2 square. Here maximum intensity constructive interference formula is I maximum is directly proportional to a1 plus a2 the whole square. Here minimum intensity for the destructive interference, I minimum is directly proportional to a1 minus a2 the whole square. I minimum is equal to I1 plus I2 minus 2 root of I1 I2. The special cases, if a1 is equal to a2 is equal to a, then the equation 7.10 becomes a intensity a is equal to root of 2a square plus 2a square cos phi, because a1 a2 is equal to a. That is why 2a square plus 2a square cos phi is equal to here a square plus a square 2a square plus a1 becomes a square, a2 also a1 becomes a2 also become a. That is why a into a square. That is why 2a square plus 2a square cos phi is equal to root of, remove the common term from this equation, 2a square is the common term, root of 2a square into 1 plus cos phi. So the answer is root of 2a square into 2 cos square phi by 2. This is a formula for the 1 plus cos phi formula, 2 cos square phi by 2. So now the next step is a is equal to 2a cos phi by 2. A is equal to 2a cos phi by 2, because square and root cancel. So I is directly proportional to, already we know the formula 7.14, I is directly proportional to a square. Here substituting the value of a, we get I is directly proportional to 4a square cos square phi by 2. So I is equal to 4 into I naught cos square phi by 2, because I naught is directly proportional to a square. That is why a square can be written as, a square can be written as I naught. So 4 I naught cos square phi by 2. Here constructive interference means that means intensity maximum is equal to 4 I naught when phi is equal to 0 to 4 plus or minus 2 pi plus or minus 4 pi. For the destructive interference minimum intensity I minimum is equal to 0 when phi is equal to plus or minus 5 plus or minus 3 phi plus or minus 5 pi. We concluded that the phase difference phi between the two waves decides the intensity of light at that point where the two waves meet. So this is a very important point, children. We concluded that phase difference phi between two waves decides the intensity of light at that point where the two waves meet. So this is a very, very important topic. Interference. Very important topic, children. Interference. So what is meant by constructive interference? What is meant by destructive interference? We should know about the condition of constructive interference and destructive interference. So constructive interference means, what is the definition of constructive interference? Then destructive interference. Here this is the constructive interference. The displacement is maximum at this point appears bright as resultant of this constructive interference. Here by this diagram we can easily understand the constructive interference and destructive interference. So the one diagram is given your textbook. That is very, very easy to understand the constructive and destructive interference. So crest and trough, already we know the wave, the maximum wave and the minimum wave, it is called crest and trough. Where the crest and crest or trough and trough meeting at any point, that is the constructive interference. The amplitude is maximum. Where crest of one wave meeting at trough of another one wave, it is called destructive interference because the amplitude is minimum. So amplitude of the wave is minimum is called destructive interference. Amplitude of the wave is maximum is called constructive interference. So the displacement of the wave of from the two source. So crest and crest or trough and trough meeting at any point, it is called constructive interference because the amplitude value is maximum. Where crest of one wave meeting at trough of second wave, it will produce minimum displacement of the wave amplitude. It is called destructive interference. So with this diagram we can easily understand the constructive and destructive interference. Thank you.